Hey everybody, it's Tatiana with Back to Facts, and I just wanted to give you a quick corona update. First, locally with LA. Hospitalizations are up. They were 2,600 patients with COVID in the hospital last week, but now there are about 4,700 with COVID in the hospital. But the takeaway is a very small amount of them are in the ICU. In fact, the ICUs are only 14% people with COVID. And then another tidbit you have to keep in mind is that Los Angeles County admitted in a press release on January 6, 2022, that 45% of all of the patients positive for COVID who are in the hospital are there because of COVID. But the rest, the 55%, they're there for another reason, and that's called incidental COVID. So they didn't really mention it much after that, but that ratio, 45% to 55%, was also the case at the end of December. So I think it's pretty safe to use that ratio until further notice, as well as do that with the deaths. Now, the deaths in LA County, a county of 10 million people, there were 39 deaths a couple days ago, and then I think there were maybe 17 the next day. Then there were 45 deaths today. But bear in mind, we can apply that ratio to the deaths also. So we can say 45% of those were probably most likely due to COVID, but with comorbidities, probably more of them with comorbidities. And then the other 55% would be that their death had nothing to do with COVID. COVID was incidental. I really think we can apply that. Even the press release said, this is going to be less severe than previous surges. And then they were very quick, though, in the next sentence to say, this is not to say that COVID isn't a burden on our healthcare system. No, you know what's a burden on our healthcare system? The hospitals and the hospital associations. Now, I know there are a lot of good people who work for hospitals, but I know that they feel pressure. They feel a tremendous pressure to make money, of course. However it's structured, who is making all the money then? Because this industry is gigantic. If the hospitals aren't making all the money, then who is? They have beds that are in mothballs, and they have very low bed amounts in some states. In Montana, I was shocked to see that I think they have maybe 300 hospital beds in the whole state of Montana and 50 intensive care beds. And I realized that's why they tend to airlift people somewhere else, like Seattle or Salt Lake City. You wouldn't know that, would you? Like when something's really serious or when the beds get full. So they claim there's a staffing shortage, but that's not it. They're keeping costs down with a certain ratio. I've seen it in many states, not just one. Who is making all the money? Well, let me know in the comments. Also, if you feel you got something out of this, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss anything else that can bring you context. And above all, keep calm and share complete facts. Bye.